Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a video about my emergency bag. I know this bag goes by different terms. Some people call it a to-go bag or a bug out bag. I just call it an emergency bag. The idea is that you would keep essential items in this bag and keep it in a convenient location in your home should you ever have to leave your house temporarily during an emergency situation. Now, before I get started with the inside of the bag, I just want to say that I haven't been making any stockpiling videos. I haven't made one since before Christmas. I am actually in the process of moving to a new apartment, and we're supposed to move at the end of March. And I just decided not to buy anything new because the less I have to move, the better. So that's why I haven't been making stockpiling videos, but I will get back to that probably mid-April. After I've gotten a chance to move in and settle into my new apartment, I'll do some stockpiling videos as well as some updated storage videos to go along with the stockpiling video. So I'm going to turn it around so that you can see what I have attached to the bag. As you can see, I have a travel first aid kit. If you've seen my previous video, apartment prepping first aid supplies, you've already seen this kit, kind of. But anyway, I used a large carabiner to attach the two, and this is the Adventure Medical Comprehensive Series kit. The carabiner, it actually apparently holds up to 200 pounds, and I bought this carabiner from Ross. The medical kit itself, the first aid kit itself, I actually purchased from the hsastore.com, I believe. But yeah, I purchased it off of that website and kind of used my healthcare spending account to do it. And I'm going to turn it on the back so that you can see there's a list of all the items that are in the bag. And I just attached it because I was like, if I ever really need some medical supplies, if I ever have to leave home, I wanted to make sure I have something that's a little bit more in depth than just a little first aid kit that I threw together. So that's what I have here. So anyway, back to the bag itself. The bag itself came from Walmart. Most of the stuff in here came from Walmart. If it didn't come from Walmart, I will tell you where I got it from. But the majority of it did come from Walmart. The bag itself was under $20. I don't remember the exact price, but it was under $20. So anyway, moving on. This is back to the front of the bag. Now, on the side, I have a collapsible water bottle, and it came with its own carabiner, so I just attached it to one of the zippers. In this side pocket, I have some waterproof matches. On the other side, in the mesh pocket, I actually have a two-way radio, which I am still learning to use. Now back to the front of the bag. I have attached several carabiners to the front of the bag just for easy access. The bottom carabiners, which are the larger ones, I actually got those from Walmart. And the two at the top, which are smaller ones, I actually picked up from the Dollar Tree. So there are several zippered sections in the bag. In this first zippered section, I have a whistle. No, this whistle it actually came in my roadside assistance car kit when I bought my car. Also, I have some hand warmers. I have a telephone charger with the plug. And I also have some feminine hygiene items in here as well. But that's everything that is in that front pocket. Moving on to the next zippered section. Now first I just have some nail clippers. I have some water purification tablets. I have this miniature flashlight, a life straw, I have this multi-tool. This multi-tool also came in my roadside assistance kit. I have an ink pen. I have this wilderness and travel medicine guide. This came in my first aid kit. I have some post-it notes, a notepad, and I have two maps. I have a map of the United States as well as a map of my state. In my car, I also have a booklet that I received when I took the CERT program in my area, and it has a map of like the evacuation routes in my area. Also, in a previous video, I talked about starting to buy reading glasses when I see them at the Dollar Tree or Lidl. I recently started getting them at Lidl. But I mentioned that in a previous video. Since then, I actually wound up going to the eye doctor and they gave me a prescription for glasses, which I ordered last week and I haven't gotten them. But if that's something that you actually wear, you might want to think about how you can put extra glasses in your emergency bag. Right here, these are just the reading glasses that I picked up from, I believe those came from the Dollar Tree and the other ones came from Lidl, but I'm just going to keep those in here. And then when I get my prescription glasses, I think I'm going to figure out a way to get an extra pair of those as well. They weren't cheap, so I don't see me buying too many pairs of them, but I definitely want to have an extra pair for my emergency bag. That's just something to keep in mind if you do wear glasses. Okay, so up into the next section. Now first I have this tarp, and I did get this tarp from the Dollar Tree. I have this reflective safety vest, also from the Dollar Tree. It's a glow stick. And this is a crank radio, and I either picked it up from Walmart or from Kroger. It does have a flashlight on the end. It takes batteries as well, but of course the crank is on the back if it ever runs out of batteries. And it also has a USB port, so you can actually charge up your phones or your tablets. I have this mallet, which I picked up at a store in my area called Roses. Here's another glow stick. Now these glow sticks actually have a little flashlight on the end as well. And also on the other end, if you take the cap off, there is a whistle. I have this headlamp. This is by Duracell, and I picked it up from Costco. They come 3 in the pack. Here's another headlamp. This one came from Kroger. I have some plastic ties. another plastic tie, and I can't remember if I got those from Lowe's or Home Depot. I have a poncho from Family Dollar. I have a set of nails. I don't remember where I got these from. They were hanging around my junk drawer in the kitchen, and I just took them out and put them in here. Now this is the last zippered section, and this section is mostly comfort and warmth. So let's take a look at that section there. So first, I do have some gloves. These came from the Dollar Tree. 2 bars of soap. This fleece lined cap from the Dollar Tree. This emergency blanket from Target. A stick of deodorant. I have an extra pair of socks. I have these oversized body wipes or body towels, which I picked up from Kroger. A toothbrush and toothpaste. These Wet Ones hand sanitizing wipes. Some more hand sanitizing wipes. And some Cottonelle wipes as well. So that is everything that I have in my bag. Now also just keep in mind that the idea behind the bag is that you will temporarily be away from home. So you just need about a 3 to 4 day supply of the essential items that you think you would need. You may have noticed that there was no change of clothing in this bag, but that is because if you've seen my previous video, I keep a change of clothing in my car, in my emergency car kit. So the idea is that we would be leaving in here in a car, and so I have that already in the car ready to go. Also, there was no food in this bag because I also do have a separate 72-hour food kit as well, and that stays under the bed, but again, this is something we would grab if we were having to leave the apartment in an emergency situation. I also did create emergency bags for my niece and for my mother. The items are a little bit different in my mother's bag because my mother doesn't drive, and the idea, part of our emergency plan is that my mother is either going to be with me or with my niece. So our bags, my niece's bag and my bag has the most stuff. So for instance, my mother's bag doesn't have a crank radio or as many first aid supplies as my bag has, or tools. As far as first aid goes, she does have like band-aids and over-the-counter pain meds, but she also has her own, I think it's either a 60 or 90-day supply of her own meds, but she doesn't have as much first aid. She doesn't have as many first aid items as I have. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great week. Bye-bye.